Welcome one and all to another Overrated review. I am Bradley Overrated, and today we are reviewing the infamous game Half-Life. And I decided to take a trip down memory lane and replay this game. And if you're a big diehard fan of Half-Life, you can just click away now because the game's great, it's amazing, it's wonderful, a total masterpiece, 5 out of 5 stars. I have zero complaints about it. There is nothing wrong with this game, so like I said, you can just click away now. If you're a big diehard Half-Life fan, go ahead and just let it go, man. Just click away. Alright. Are they gone? We good? Okay, let's really discuss this game now. And in the game Half-Life, you play as Gordon Freeman, a man who arrives work at the Black Mesa Research Facility. An experiment seems to go awry, and the next thing you know, another dimension opens up and a bunch of evil creatures are invading the area, and you, as Gordon Freeman, must save the day. This plot is crazy, it's weird, but what I really like about Half-Life's approach to the plot is there are no over-the-top cinematography, there's no cutscenes, nothing like that. The whole story is told through interactive gameplay, so you get to experience the story while playing the game itself, and I really like this approach. It feels refreshing, especially when you look at games today where it just seems like it is nothing but cutscenes. But in this game, you have to run, gun, interact with the NPCs, and figure out the story as you go along. It's really nice. And what I like about it is, even if you don't piece together all of the things in the story, you'll still get the general idea, and you'll still have a good time playing the game because the campaign is in fact really awesome. Within the campaign, you'll do more than just run around and shoot things. There are horror elements, there are survival horror elements. You'll need to manage your bullets and you'll need to manage your health and keep a close eye on those things. There are definitely some terrifying enemies and some creatures that are well designed, and the AI themselves are very smart. They are lethal in this game. There's also puzzle sections and platforming sections that you'll have to overcome along the way. And the entire experience just helps me to appreciate what Half-Life was trying to accomplish during its era, and I can easily see why people would say this is one of the best games of the generation and one of the best games ever developed. It truly is a really well done game. Having said that, I do have some complaints about this game. The biggest complaint I had to be the clunky mechanics as your character. He tends to bounce off of walls and get stuck on things that he shouldn't get stuck on. I also do not like the platforming sections in this game. I think the crouch jump is completely unnecessary personally, and while you can do other things like long jump with it, it just didn't seem like a very useful tool that you can use in the game, as it wasn't required to get through most of the sections in the game, so it was just kind of an added on thing that didn't actually do anything. And then I can't help but notice that there are still those bugs and glitches and problems. Like for example, when I would load into another section, I could get stuck and not be able to even move my character even though he's standing on nothing. So I'd have to restart the entire game or just go back to that checkpoint. That happened a couple of times during my play. And sometimes when I was trying to explore the map itself, I would get stuck on certain corners and have to once again restart to certain checkpoints. That's the type of thing that bugged me the most about Half-Life. It had to do with anything to do with the way my character moved when I was trying to do some platforming elements, and just those little glitches where I had to restart the checkpoint. Not the biggest problems in the world, but it was enough to annoy me. But make no mistake, I did really enjoy Half-Life. I really liked the way they went with this game. It makes me look really forward to playing the sequel, Half-Life 2, all over again, because I remember that one just being spectacular, so really looking forward to that. But as far as Half-Life is concerned, I still think it is a really good game, even if it is 21 years old now, which is just insane. It still holds up in a lot of ways, and I really appreciate what the developers were trying to do here. I can see why this is some people's favorite game of all time, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to go ahead now and give Half-Life for the PC a B+. Very solid game, almost just a smidgen away from giving it an A-. But like I said, it's just my opinion, so I'm sorry if it's not an A, because I know a lot of people love this game, and anything less than that is a sin, and I completely appreciate that. That's how I feel about some other games too. But this is just my opinion, and I would love to know yours, what you think of Half-Life and why you love it or hate it. And I'll see you guys next time. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trap. Have a good one.